Caitlin Clark in her decision, I not only respect it, but I wholeheartedly support it. You know, a lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle.
The WNBA's worst nightmare just became reality, and they have no one to blame but themselves. Right now, as you're watching this video, there's a league preparing to make Caitlin Clark an offer the WNBA could never match. We're talking about a deal so massive, so unprecedented, that if she says yes, the WNBA as we know it could be finished by 2026. The number being thrown around? $150 million. But this isn't just about money. This is about respect. This is about revenge. And this is about what happens when a billion-dollar industry takes its biggest star for granted. The WNBA thought they owned Caitlin Clark. They were dead wrong. Let's talk numbers because numbers don't lie. Caitlin Clark's rookie salary in the WNBA, $76,800. That's what the league valued her at. Meanwhile, she single-handedly brought in millions upon millions of dollars in revenue. Ticket sales skyrocketed, TV ratings doubled, sometimes tripled when she played. Merchandise flew off the shelves. She was getting paid like a substitute teacher while filling arenas like a superstar. But it gets worse. The way she was treated on the court was borderline criminal. We saw the cheap shots, the brutal fouls that went uncalled. We watched refs swallow their whistles while veteran players targeted her game after game. And when she spoke up, crickets from the league office. The jealousy was real. The resentment was obvious. Instead of protecting their investment, the WNBA let the inmates run the asylum. They stood by while their golden goose was getting beaten up for pennies on the dollar. Think about that. The one player who could actually save the league from irrelevance was being treated like an afterthought, like she should be grateful just to be there. That's not how you run a business. That's how you destroy one. Enter Unrivaled, or as some are calling it, Project B, the WNBA killer. This isn't some fly-by-night operation. This is a league founded by two of the biggest names in women's basketball, Breanna Stewart and Napheesa Collier. These are players who lived through the WNBA system, who know exactly what's broken, and who decided to build something better. Here's what makes Unrivaled different. They're not just offering salary increases, they're offering equity, ownership, a piece of the league itself. When Unrivaled grows, the players grow with it. When the league makes money, the players make money. It's a revolutionary model that treats athletes like business partners, not employees. The base salaries? We're hearing numbers in the multiple six figures, possibly seven figures for top talent. Compare that to the WNBA's maximum salary of around $200,000. It's not even close. But here's where it gets really interesting. The reported offer for Caitlin Clark isn't just about money. Sources are saying the package could include equity worth tens of millions, marketing rights, profit sharing, and a guarantee that she'll be the face of the league. Everything the WNBA should have offered her, but didn't. This is the LIV Golf moment for women's basketball. Remember when LIV came in and started throwing $100 million contracts at PGA Tour players? Remember how everyone said the PGA was untouchable, that loyalty mattered, that tradition would win? And then Phil Mickelson, Dustin Johnson, and Brooks Koepka took the money and ran? The same thing is about to happen here. Except this time, the WNBA has way less leverage than the PGA ever did. Unrivaled isn't just competing. They're offering respect. They're offering the future. They're offering what Caitlin Clark actually deserves. And the WNBA? They're scrambling, panicking, realizing they fumbled the bag so badly that they might lose everything. So here's the billion-dollar question. What does Caitlin Clark do? On one hand, you have loyalty. The WNBA is the league that drafted her, the league that gave her a platform. Some people will say she owes them something, that she should stay and help build the league from within. But let's be real. Loyalty is a two-way street. And the WNBA showed her exactly how much loyalty they had when they let her get beat up for $76,000 while they raked in millions off her name. Caitlin has options. She's got golf opportunities. She's got endorsement deals that pay her more in one campaign than an entire WNBA season. She's got business ventures, media opportunities, coaching offers if she wanted them. Basketball is just one path, and honestly, it might not even be the most lucrative one anymore. But let's imagine she takes the Unrivaled deal. Let's play out that scenario. The 2026 WNBA season tips off without Caitlin Clark. Immediately, the TV networks start renegotiating their contracts. They didn't pay for Angel Reese and Aja Wilson. They paid for Caitlin. Ticket sales plummet. Arenas go back to being half empty. Merchandise sales crater. Sponsors start pulling out because the one player who actually moved the needle is gone. Let's talk specifics here. Nike, who built entire marketing campaigns around Caitlin, starts redirecting their budget. State Farm, who featured her prominently, begins exploring other sports. Gatorade, Xfinity, all these brands that jumped into the WNBA specifically because of her draw, they're going to reconsider their investments. Why would they pay premium rates for advertising slots when the ratings are about to fall off a cliff? And it's not just the big national brands. Local sponsors in WNBA cities, the ones who bought courtside seats and arena signage because their customers wanted to see Caitlin play, they're gone too. Season ticket holders start asking for refunds. Corporate boxes that were sold out for fever games suddenly become available. The economic ripple effect is massive. Think about the media ecosystem too. ESPN paid significant money for WNBA broadcast rights, betting on continued growth. Without Caitlin, those projections collapse. They start relegating games back to ESPN2, then ESPNU, then streaming only. The primetime slots disappear. The production budgets get slashed. Suddenly, it's back to games being broadcast with 2 cameras and minimal commentary. The league tries to pivot. They'll push other storylines, other players. But here's the harsh reality. Casual fans don't care. Die-hard basketball fans will still watch, sure, but the millions of new viewers who tuned in specifically for Caitlin Clark, they're gone. And once you lose casual viewers, you almost never get them back. Meanwhile, Unrivaled is exploding. They're selling out their venues within hours of announcing games. They're getting primetime TV deals because networks see the momentum. They're building state-of-the-art facilities because they have the investment capital flowing in. Major brands are lining up to partner with them because Caitlin is their centerpiece, and the growth trajectory is undeniable. But here's where it gets really dangerous for the WNBA. Other players start looking at the money, the respect, the equity stakes, and they start asking themselves the same question Caitlin did. Why am I staying loyal to a league that doesn't value me? Angel Reese, who has her own massive following, she starts getting calls from Unrivaled. They offer her equity, a starring role, marketing control. She looks at her WNBA contract and realizes she's being exploited just like Caitlin was. She follows. Paige Buchers, the next generational talent coming out of college, she watches this entire situation unfold. When it's time for her to go pro, Unrivaled offers her a deal that makes her wealthy before she ever steps on a court. The WNBA offers her $76,000 and a hope that maybe, possibly, if she's lucky, she might get endorsement deals. Which league do you think she chooses? The talent drain accelerates. It's not just the superstars. Role players start looking at Unrivaled's minimum salaries, which are higher than WNBA max contracts, and they start jumping too. Why play for the Sparks when you can make triple the money and get equity in a growing league? Within 2 years, maybe less, the WNBA is back to being exactly what it was before Caitlin arrived, a niche league that hardcore basketball fans watch, but nobody else cares about. Attendance drops back to 4,000 per game, TV ratings crater, franchises start losing money, teams begin folding or relocating, the whole infrastructure starts crumbling. And Unrivaled? They become the premier women's basketball league in the world. International players start choosing them over the WNBA. Media coverage shifts. Young girls growing up watching basketball see Unrivaled as the dream destination, not the WNBA. The power dynamic completely flips. All of this happens because the WNBA was too stupid, too arrogant, and too cheap to treat their superstar like a superstar. They had the blueprint for success literally handed to them, and they set it on fire. That's not speculation. That's just basic business. You protect your assets. You invest in your stars. You don't nickel and dime the person who's carrying your entire league on their back. The WNBA failed business 101, and now they're about to pay the price. Here's what keeps WNBA executives up at night. They know Caitlyn doesn't need them. They need her. They had their chance. They could have paid her what she was worth. They could have protected her on the court. They could have built the entire league around her and made her the face of women's basketball for the next decade. Instead, they paid her rookie minimum and let jealous veterans take cheap shots while refs looked the other way. Now someone else is offering her the world. Ownership, millions, respect, everything the WNBA should have given her from day one. And you know what? She'd be completely justified in taking it. Why should she sacrifice millions for a league that treated her like garbage? The WNBA had the Michael Jordan of women's basketball fall into their lap, and they fumbled it so badly that another league is about to steal her away. This is what happens when you take your stars for granted. This is the price of disrespect. The WNBA's fate is in Caitlyn Clark's hands now, and after the way they treated her, they better hope she's more loyal to them than they were to her. So what do you think? Should Caitlyn take the money and leave? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more content breaking down the business moves that change sports forever. The WNBA's reckoning is here, and they have no one to blame but themselves.